Ohm's Law. Let's first take a look at the history. In 1827, Ohm wrote a book in which he stated the complete theory of electricity. He stated his law for electromotive force acting between the extremities of any part of a circuit is the product of the strength of the current and the resistance of that part of the current. So the current flowing a conductor is directly proportional to the applied voltage across its ends, providing the temperature remains constant. So this means that I is proportional to V. And the constant of proportionality is the resistance, R, though units of resistance are called ohms. This leads us to the formula V equals IR. Let's show you an example. Let's take a simple circuit, such as the one shown, where we have a nominal resistance of 1 ohm. We'll start with 0 volts, measure the current, and as we expected, there is no current. However, if we increase this to 1 volt, what do we think will happen to the current? In fact, it will also increase. Here are the results of the experiment. So as we can see, as we increase the voltage from 0 to 1, current also increases from 0 to 1. And so for every one step increase in voltage, we get a directly proportional one step increase in current. Let's now look at this circuit. If we change R1 to 2 ohms, what do you think will happen to the current? Will it go up or down? Well, in fact, for comparison, we can see in this column, when the resistance equals 2, we can see that the current has actually gone down. Voltage of 2, the current is now 1. If we then increase R1 to 3 ohms, this is what we get. We can see that the current has reduced again. To demonstrate visually, plot these in a graph. We can see that the voltage is directly proportional to current as long as the resistance remains constant. So the temperature can't change either, because this will affect resistance. So this led to the now famous Ohm's Law, which is written as V equals I times R. So using one of our earlier circuits as an example, we can see that it is indeed true. 2 is in fact 0.667 times 3, or in fact 2/3 of 3, which is 2. However, it's much more useful than that. So let's say we didn't know the value of the current in this particular circuit. We could use Ohm's Law to find it out. So at the moment we have V equals I times R. Let's rearrange that for I equals V divided by R. Let's input the values of voltage and resistance, and it gives us I equals 2/3 of an amp, which was in fact what we started with. Another example. Let's pretend we don't know the value of the resistance, but we know the value of the current and the voltage. Start off with Ohm's Law, rearrange for R, so R equals V divided by I, input the values, 2 divided by 2/3, gives us in fact 3 ohms. Check it on your calculator if you don't believe me. Now have a go at the quiz and do some of your own.